Joe's.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Damn, I guess we're back.
On me.
Had to scrap a whole episode, but it's all good. I'm kind of glad. I ain't gonna lie. I did not want to put that title on there. I was not a fan.
What, about Woozy?
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yo, real talk. Real talk. Y'all missed that on last episode. Talking about that Bow Wow WAP.
No, I feel like y'all were doing just fine, honestly. It was a horrible conversation. Anyways, let's not even revisit it. So, what's up?
What's up, gang?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We should probably...
I was waiting on it.
Shut up. Anyways, what's up, everybody? I'm Taylor.
This is Steven.
And welcome back to the Listen or Don't podcast. We are down a member today, but...
Fucking selfish.
No.
Shabazz is out being a selfish individual. And I better not see his ass.
Shabazz is out taking care of business, but he'll be back next time, hopefully. So, but since I'm thinking about it, you told me earlier, why don't you just go ahead and tell us the story about your employment?
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, your boy is, as of recently, unemployed. A nigga been running through jobs. This is like my third job this year. Yeah.
Oh, wait. Where were you working before the ramen place?
La Terraza.
I didn't even know that.
Just,
Weren't you at Chick-fil-A before that?
Nah, before that, I was at Mugs.
Golly. Hold on, I'm a few jobs behind.
And then before that, I was at Chick-fil-A.
And then before that, U.S. Pizza.
Yeah, but like, I'll usually work at jobs for like a mad long time. Motherfuckers just been like pissing me off.
What happened with the ramen place?
Alright, so we fucking close at 9. Or 8:45 is what he told me.
Yeah.
But the website says 9. So I usually like to I start closing at 8. Because I be trying to go, for one. And B, I try to help everybody else close so everybody can leave at once.
Yeah.
Because I'll feel bad if I'm finished and like about to leave. And you still got to be here.
Okay.
So
That's fair.
I like cleaned my station, cleaned all the other stations. Like I thought I put my ass in it.
Okay.
For lack of a better saying. Because like bro's like, Sandy's like mad OCD about shit.
Mm-hmm.
So he likes it done a certain way, which is like cool. So like I've got my bag on, about to walk out with the homie. And he goes, Steven, did you clean your station? And I'm like, yeah. He goes, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah, I thought I did. And then I open up the fridge, and there's like a smudge from like where the pork belly was, and I didn't put the lid on the chicken nuggets. And I've never put the lid on the chicken nuggets. Like, it's just something I've never thought to do, honestly. Right. But, bro, like... He starts, like, and I look down there, and I look at him, and I go, Sandy, why'd you ask me a rhetorical question? Why don't you just tell me that it was dirty and you'd like me to clean it up, or, like, that I missed something? Mm-hmm. Like, why are you asking me a rhetorical question? And then dude starts talking about how, like it's my responsibility, and all this other stuff. And it's, like, pissing me off. Because I hate a motherfucking rhetorical question, bro. Like, I hate that shit. Like, don't talk to me like I'm fucking stupid, bro.
Yeah.
And he's, like, trying to say that I'm, like, just rushing through, trying to leave, and this, that, and the other. And I look at him, and I'm like, Sandy, bro. I'm like, no. I'm, like, trying to finish so I can help everyone else so we can all get out of here. And... like, if he's like trying to insinuate that I'm like being lazy, and I'm like, dog, I try to help you the entire time I'm here. Like, I'm always asking you like what needs to be done, this, that, and the other. But he just kept going, and at one point, I'm looking at this nigga like straight face, and I had like a box of broccoli with me. I just opened my broccoli and I just start eating it. I'm just like eating broccoli in this
Oh my
nigga's
gosh.
face.
While he was like,
Yeah, bro, because like my nigga, bro, Taylor, it was not that deep. It was not that deep. He shouldn't have asked me that rhetorical question because that's what really pissed me off. And I think he also thought when I told him about if he was asking a rhetorical question, I think he might have thought if I asked him, "Did you ask me a retarded question?" Because he doesn't speak all that well of English. But like we're like going back and forth, and then I'm like, "Yo, Sandy," I'm like, "Yo, man, I'm mad. You're mad. Let's just." And nothing's gonna get done. Let's handle this tomorrow. He goes, I'm not mad. I'm not mad. And I'm like, Sandy, bro.
you're mad.
Yeah, you're mad, bro. You're mad.
You're upset.
Fuck.
Like,
Yeah, and the thing was, when he asked me, like, was my station done? He, like, had April, the homie, go over there and tell him what was wrong. Like, he goes, April, open that and tell me what's wrong. She's like this? And it's like, bro, it's like fucking weird because you could have just told me that. And B, because I talked to April when I went back to the car. I was like, April, I ain't trying to throw you under the bus, but have you ever stalked your fucking line before you left? And she goes, no, because I don't want to. And it's like, my nigga, what? Like, bro, you like kind of follow me around the store, like making sure that I'm doing things correctly, but while you're doing that, other motherfuckers like are fucking sweeping shit under your nose. Like, I'm the one who pulls the shit back and sweeps and mops, so you don't have to like wait till everybody leaves for you to mop. Like, bro will like sweep and mop, right? And then he'll like grab the mop and do it over again. Oh. And it's just like, bruh. But anyway, I'm like, Sandy, like, nothing's going to get solved. And his, like, wife is chiming in, like, trying to talk to him in Indonesian. And I'm pretty sure she was shooting me bail, like, honey, like, chill. But, yeah, we're like, and I'm trying to, like, squash it. I'm like, Sandy, I'm like, bro, nothing is going to be solved. I'm like, and I'm just, at one point, I'm just like, yo, Sandy, fuck it. I'm like, yo, I will only do my station and focus on that from now on, man. Like, okay, cool. And I'm, like, trying to get out the store. And so I'm like, oh, fuck it. And so I like slam my hand down like, Sandy, like on the fucking counter. But I didn't fucking see that the server trays are right there. So I slam my hand on the server tray and like makes a noise. And he thinks I'm like big rage mode. And I'm like, Sandy, oh my God, bro, no, I am not that mad. Like, I am like angry right now, but like, I'll be over this shit tomorrow. Like, I planned on going in, like, being like, bro, let's sit down and squash this. Like, as soon as I came in the next day.
right.
But, yeah, I just ended up just clocking out and leaving because, bro, I'm not about to sit and argue. There's no fucking point in arguing. There's no point. You have your mind made up. So why would I just stand there and listen to that shit?
Yeah.
So I wake up the next morning getting ready to work, and it says you no longer work here.
Wait, like the system actually says that?
Like he texted me that. He said you're terminated as of August 4th, 2022. And it was like, damn, bro, really? Like, that's what got you? It's kind of pussy. Like, I understand that, like, I'm the employee and you're the boss.
Yeah.
But, my nigga, what?
It wasn't that deep.
Yo, Taylor, it was not that deep. It was not. It was a flesh wound.
It was a flesh wound.
Twice a flesh wound, bro.
Damn, that is kind of fucked up.
I was just tired of that nigga being on my sack. And, like, yo, Taylor, if he had just been like, yo, can you get this? But the fact that he phrased it in a rhetorical question made me, like...
angry.
Yeah, it, like, made me black out. Because it was, like, I was confused. I was like, yeah, you saw me. Like, what are you talking about? And then he asked me, are you sure? Stop being a fucking dickhead and tell me what's wrong so we can go home, bro.
Yeah, I hate when people do that. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, that's unfortunate, but at least, you know, it looks like you're gonna have some other shit, so.
Yeah, I turned up at someone at Chick-fil-A for that. I was like, yo, stop asking me rhetorical questions and just tell me what needs to be done.
Yeah. I got into it with Stacy one time. Not necessarily.
Question
well,
shit?
not even just like a rhetorical question. I feel like I've told this story before, and Trey could also tell this story because we both got in trouble at the same time.
They don't know these people. Who's Stacy?
Oh, okay. So Stacy was one of our professors at UALR whenever we were in college. And so the assignment, I was freshman, and it was the first year experience class. And so the assignment was, you had to make thank you cards to the people who came and they either came and spoke to us, or it was video.
On that one.
And well, what happened was, somehow, some way, I don't know how, because I feel like I was paying attention, because like I said, it was the first week or second week or whatever, so it's not like other than Trey, I didn't really know anybody in the class, so I wasn't talking or anything like that, but somehow, some way, I missed that we were supposed to actually buy thank you cards. I didn't know that we weren't supposed to write them, either type them or, write them on notebook paper, whatever the case may be, and so I missed that part. So the next week, I come in with my thank you cards, or better yet, thank you notes on paper in a white envelope. And she starts going on, and Trey did too, so that's how we both got in trouble. And so she starts going off on both of us, talking about this is why it's important to listen and not, do other stuff in class and yada, yada, yada. And as soon as she started, because this was in front of everybody, and that's the thing, and it's not an embarrassment thing, it was, now you're trying to make an example out of me, and I'm not with that, you know what I'm saying? So as soon as she started talking, cause she wasn't talking to me and him, she started talking to the class and trying to make it an example, I literally walked away from her and went and sat down in my seat, because my whole thing is, if I fucked up, or better yet, I would have just took the L. If you want to give me a 0 for this first assignment because I wasn't listening and I somehow missed it, it's college, whatever, I'm responsible for my own shit, I would have took that and been like, fuck. But for you to actually blow it out of proportion in front of everybody, and granted, like I said, I was a freshman, second week, I didn't know her like I know her now, you know what I'm saying, and she didn't know me, so for you to just randomly do this in front of everybody, I was like, look, I'm not with this. And so she could see my attitude, my demeanor, she saw me walk away from her and go sit down, I wasn't fucking with that, and I wasn't listening to what the fuck she said either, because I'm not trying to hear that shit. What are you doing? What are you doing? You got these white kids up here looking at me crazy and shit like that. I don't listen and everything like that. I'm not with that right now. And then Trey made it worse because he started laughing, and then she was like, "Is something funny?" And I'm like, "Bro, shut the fuck up, dog. You don't get in more trouble." It was a bad situation. And so after class, because we had to go to the library for some shit, but I didn't speak to her or even acknowledge her for the rest of the class. And then she comes up and she's just like, yeah, I just want to make sure that everything's good and everything like that. And I told her what I'm telling you, basically. I was like, I don't feel like you need to make an example out of me in front of, I literally told her this to her face, because I was like, we already getting off on the wrong foot. It's not gonna work out at all. So don't be trying to make an example in front of me, out of me in front of everybody, trying to embarrass me and do this and that. If I fucked up, tell me either what I did wrong and what I can do to fix it, or just give me a 0. One of the two would have worked, and I would have ate that. But don't be up here trying to make a spectacle and make an example out of me. It's unnecessary, and it does nothing, because who are you helping in this situation?
Yeah, have to, Stacy, I feel like we've kind of figured it out. It's very tongue in cheek with us, and then she'll tell me to basically don't fuck with her.
Yeah,
I'll be. She'll be getting on to me about something.
Yeah.
But I'll be deserving it sometimes. I feel like there's very rarely was Stacy I was like, damn, bro. Beckett, I wanted to quit acting in that show forever.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Stacy pissed
you did
me
good in that.
Off,
you did really
bro.
good in that.
Thank you. But she was talking about she was gonna cancel our scene and stuff. But
For what?
She goes, as a matter of fact, she says, I'll let you guys just go out there and just let you struggle through it.
But what happened for her to say that?
Well, just lines weren't. We weren't getting.
That's
the lines
a hard show.
So fucking hard.
Play is a hard. That's really, a hard script. Really hard. And so I mean, come on, I would think she would cut y'all some slack. That's a hard script right there.
She was, and I don't even know if I was. Let's say I was bullshitting, because I was staying after class and rehearsal every day, just walking around stage, going through it. would not do play again. It's the most nerve-wracking shit I've ever. I did not like doing Beckett. I'm pretty sure it turned me gray.
Yeah, that script, Waiting for Godot, while thought-provoking, not one of my favorite plays. So Beckett is definitely a lot.
Yo, hold on to the Waiting for Godot thought. I want to talk about fucking the letter thing. I also fucked up on the letter thing.
Oh,
I think
good to know I'm not the only one.
Yeah,
So.
I think in order to be one of the goated students, you have to do bad in freshman experience. That class was way too hard.
For no
she
reason.
knows it. I asked her about it, and
my
she says she
gosh.
does it on purpose. Like, she knows what she's doing. Like, she did it. She does it to, like, whip you into shape. And then the next year, she's, like, a little bit more lax.
She should have been lax on us, but, I mean, you were after us, so.
But, yeah, her ass exposed me in front of class for my shoddy handwriting and all this stuff. And then she made me stay after class to practice writing the letter on the whiteboard.
What is this, first grade?
Yo.
Come on.
She was like, "You don't know how to write a letter?" And I was like, "Bitch, it's 2018."
No. I'm using my laptop and my phone.
Motherfucker, you lucky I know how to write cursive.
Oh, no.
But, so Waiting for Godot. Have you ever seen this movie called The Lighthouse?
The Lighthouse. I feel like I've heard of it. What is it
With
about?
Robert Pattinson and William Dafoe.
No.
It's this black and white movie, and it's about these two guys who like work at a lighthouse and have to like work through this storm, waiting for someone to like pick them up. It's like kind of like I've never seen Waiting for Godot, but it's like the Waiting for Godot aspect of like, oh man, like you don't know
Right.
like why they're there, but you get like it like bleeds details to you. It's super cool. He like eventually gets the guy to start getting drunk with them, and then there's just a lot of stuff that fucking unfolds, and it's so fucking cool and not boring. Like it's black and white,
And it's
but
called The Lighthouse?
yeah,
I'll have to check it out. Sounds interesting.
it's super good. I watched it on Showtime. Stream Showtime now.
I
Free
think
first
Robert
month.
Pattinson's actually a good actor. And a lot of people like give him a lot of shit because he did Twilight. But he's actually a good actor. He was great in Tenet.
Robert Pattinson's in Tenet?
Yep.
Damn, I need to check that out.
And he was really good. I thought he was really good in The Batman too, personally.
I don't think you could. Why are we clowning Robert Pattinson? I haven't seen it forever, but is Twilight a bad movie?
Well, it's just
I know
it's one
the
of those
second
things
one
like it's a
isn't.
teenage
But
vampire.
fucking so is Harry Potter.
Well, Twilight's mostly romance, and Harry Potter, while it has romance, it isn't a romance movie. So that's probably why people clown it a lot. And it's vampires and shit, so.
But that's the movie. Okay, you can say that, but that's the movie That's the movie that made us go like, oh, it's vampires and shit. Like, you get what I'm saying?
I mean,
that
yeah.
movie created it being vampires and shit.
True, I mean, but it was a phenomenon, but it was a phenomenon amongst teenagers, so that's why adults. But although now that I think about it, people my age were teenagers when Twilight was popular, so.
No, I was in elementary school when Twilight was popular.
Well, I mean, it was a franchise. I mean, it may have started when you were in elementary
The
school.
first
but-
movie came out when I was in elementary.
Yes, but it ended when you were a teenager or
Yeah.
older. So
I was
mean,
running on the playground on all fours, Team Jacob for life.
oh my gosh, I did not like Jacob.
You didn't
But
like Jacob?
Oh, I mean, like him being a wolf was pretty cool. Like the
Yeah.
wolves were cool, but him as a character, I didn't like.
Fair.
He was annoying. I just thought he was
also
annoying.
technically fucks a whole child, but I guess we want to talk about that.
Oh, he did. No, let's not.
Did he not? No, let's talk about it. Let's talk about Jacob from Twilight.
I mean, I don't know.
I'm fucking Bella's child.
Wait, hold on.
That's some kinky
Hold
shit,
on.
nigga.
Don't cancel us. I want to say something first. No, I've never read the books, so I can't speak to that. Whatever happens in there, but in the movies, he never did that.
Oh, he doesn't end up with Bella's daughter?
Well, hold on. He ends up with her, but they don't have sex in the movie.
Motherfucker, aren't they, like, in a relationship?
At the very end when she's aged up to where he is.
Yeah?
That's when it's implied.
You mean when she's,
it's
like,
implied.
6?
No, did you not see the end of the movie?
Isn't she, like, only, like, 6 in human years?
No, That's why I'm asking. Did you not see the like she ages?
Nah, I've never seen the last Twilight.
Well, she ages like really fast. So basically, it's not the same as it's not like humans would age in years and stuff like that. So she ages up to be a young adult pretty fast, and that's when they end up together. When she's a child.
But doesn't he raise and protect her?
No, she's raised by her parents.
Yeah.
He's just her companion like thing.
So that's not grooming.
Look now. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that's what was happening in the movie. I'm not saying that it wasn't creepy because it was. But I'm just saying that's what happened in the movie. So, yeah. But yeah, I mean, I actually really like Twilight. Surprisingly, because when it came out, I wasn't even really into that kind of stuff, and I like that shit. You know what's weird?
What
about Twilight? And I guess because the books were pretty popular first. Actually, I sound like a geek, but I'm just gonna do it. Oh. So, my mom took me and my sister to see High School Musical 3 when it came out in theaters when I was in elementary school. And I don't know who these people were, but before the movie started and everybody was like just sitting down in the theater, it was these people. I think this was like the rave or some shit. They came and talked to everybody in the audience about Twilight. And like I said, the books were popular before the movie came out, but I wasn't reading that shit. I had no clue what Twilight was, and all these girls were like screaming and shit like that. And keep in mind, like I said, I don't know who these people were, how they were associated with the movie or whatever, but they were talking to everybody. They were like, yeah, in next year or in some months or whatever, the Twilight movie's coming out. Who's excited? Everybody's screaming. I'm like, what the fuck is Twilight? And so then, obviously, as time went on, I saw it came to be like a phenomenon. But I just thought that was like really weird. And I don't know. I still don't know what that was about.
Yeah,
but
I remember my mom reading the books.
The Twilight books?
Yeah, because my mom reads like hella books. She reads like 50, 60 books a year.
That's dope.
But,
I don't think my mom even reads books.
Yeah, that's like almost a book a week.
That is, yeah, about. I need to read more books, honestly.
Yeah, me too.
Some good shit out there.
But I remember her reading it before all that shit popped off. Only phenomenon, like YA novel phenomenon I was on was fucking Hunger Games.
Hunger Games was lit.
Hunger Games
I'm
was
not
an
gonna lie.
story.
That was great.
Movie does not do it justice.
See, I wasn't just big into books like that became franchises. I wasn't big into that kind of stuff. But I did like the movies. I'm like, it seems like in the early 2010s they were trying to do like every popular book, like because they did the Hunger Games. And they did Twilight. They did
Percy Jackson.
Yeah, but they only had 2 movies.
Yeah, you know the worst one? The worst movie?
What?
YA fucking Divergent.
I was just about to say I didn't like those movies.
Fuck, bro. And on the cool, books kind of ass too.
Well, I never read the books, but I didn't like the movies, and it was kind of hard to follow. Like, it was too much going on. The first movie wasn't so bad, but once the second one came out, I was like, okay, what's going on now? I have no clue.
Divergent is just Hunger Games, but with kids who believe in themselves.
Okay.
Like, if you're Divergent...
but they didn't have, like, a Hunger Game. There was no Hunger... Like, they just got separated into different factions, right?
Yeah, I feel like Divergent is just like, this guy's taking a couple mushrooms...
You know what?
Differently.
I kind of liked, and I don't know if I watched the second movie, but the first one I did like, The Maze Runner. Did you ever watch that?
Yeah, I saw the first Maze Runner.
I liked that movie, and I know they came out with a second one. I don't know if I watched it or not. I mean, if I did watch it, evidently it wasn't that interesting because I don't remember. But I did like the first one a lot, and I don't know.
Also the cast to Divergent is like the ugliest cast I've ever seen. Like, I'm not one to point niggas out.
I know
like
the girl from... I only know the lead actress because she used to be in the show I watched called Secret Life of the American Teenager.
I'm like, oh yeah, that's the pregnant girl, right?
Yeah, she was a pregnant girl from there. And so I was like, oh, she's doing movies now.
Yeah, was that show any good? You think it holds up?
I don't know if it holds up, but I did watch it it started when I was in elementary school and it ended when I was like in early high school. And I remember thinking I didn't like the way it ended, but I mean, it was entertaining for what it was. It was like a teen soap opera. So think Bold and the Beautiful for teenagers.
Bold and the Beautiful.
Young and the Restless, some shit like that.
Yeah, I bet you be watching shit like that.
I don't. Actually, it's funny because
look how ugly they are.
Why the fuck? Is that Zoe Kravitz?
Is that Zoe Kravitz? That is
Zoe Kravitz.
Yeah, Zoe
I didn't know she was
Kravitz
in
is
there.
a beautiful woman. She looks ugly as hell in this picture, bro.
Steven, oh my god.
This is the worst movie cast I've ever seen.
I don't know these people. Other than the lead actress and Zoe Kravitz, I don't know these people. But hey. Is that Miles Teller? Oh, okay, I know Miles Teller.
Yeah.
I know him. But, yeah, I mean, Divergent, I just didn't like it that much. Harry Potter really set the precedent for, like, books into movies. And I'm actually surprised that they did all the Harry Potter books and adapt them to movies. Because, I mean, usually they'll either try to put a lot of, if it's like they'll put like a lot of info from the books into one movie and try to do it like that. Mm-hmm. But they did a movie for every book for Harry Potter, and I feel like no other franchise could do that, honestly. Not even Twilight. Well, Twilight did do it, but I feel like.
But even then, the Harry Potter movies apparently are missing a lot of stuff because the books are so long.
Well, yeah, that's probably true, honestly. But
you ever seen Lord of the Rings?
No, see, that kind of stuff I never really got into.
Bro, Lord of the Rings is fire.
I mean, I've heard. I know it has like a cult following, so but I've never watched it.
A cult following. That movie's got like 17 Oscars.
I mean, they could still have a cult following.
Well, a cult following usually, I feel like when I think cult following, I think the movie's not that good, or like the critics didn't really like it, but the fans did. That's what I think of as a cult following.
I mean, I guess. I mean, we could look it up.
I actually fucking take my phone.
Yeah, but I've never seen Lord of the Rings. Have you ever seen the Hobbit movies?
Yeah.
I've never seen that either. I don't know. You know what I was obsessed with when I was in high school? Have you ever seen the Final Destination movies?
Yo, that Final Destination.
I was obsessed with those movies.
Yo, Final Destination had me.
Oh.
I just slid Taylor the Wi-Fi.
But no, I've never seen Lord of the Rings or the Hobbit movies. But no, I was saying that I was obsessed with the Final Destination movies when I was in high school because it was the idea. The idea of those movies was that no matter what you do, like you can't escape death. Like you were supposed to die in that accident or whatever. And I don't know why I was so fixated on that. But those movies, and all of them weren't good. Like there were definitely some trash Final Destination movies, but I've seen all of them. And I think they were supposed to be coming out with some new ones, but I guess they just didn't gain any traction. But
when I first watched Final Destination, that shit had me fucked all the way up.
I was obsessed with those movies. And the first one I saw was the second one. And I was like, yo, this is crazy.
I think the second one's the first one I saw also.
The traffic accident and shit.
Yeah, because my sister took us to Game Exchange afterwards, and it was like right up the street. We're like walking there. Fucking terrified.
The worst one was like the fourth one. It was called The Final Destination, and it was like they were on a racetrack, and like the race car like crashed, and then of course tires were flying everywhere, and somebody's head got. And I'm like, this is so. The good thing I liked about like the first and second one is that it was kind of realistic. Like it could happen. Well, not the death chasing you part, but the accident part could happen. I'm not believing like even if there's been plenty of racetrack crashes and that shit doesn't happen, so it just wasn't believable. So, and then the third one with that one, although not the best one, kind of like a personal favorite because I feel like that shit could really happen, like the roller coaster shit.
I've only seen the one.
Well, you should. Well, don't watch the fourth one. It's not worth it. The fifth one's actually really dope.
The fifth one?
Yeah, that came out. I don't know, but the good thing about the fifth one is you don't find out until the very end that it's a prequel. And there were clues, because the first one came out in like the 90s, well the very late 90s. It was almost the 2000s, and you find out at the end of the fifth one that it's a prequel. And like if you go back and watch the movie, you see clues like the way the license plates are on the cars, like how shit was in the 90s. Like they weren't using cell phones. It just wasn't shit that you were thinking about while the movie was going on. But you're like, they weren't doing all that shit that we do today, and you realize, oh, like this, so it's actually really dope. So
Yo, have you seen this movie called It Follows?
I remember when that came out. I've never seen it, but I know, isn't it like basically about like STDs or some shit like that?
Yeah, but it has a thing kind of what you were talking about with Final Destination.
Like you can't escape it.
Like, well, no, yeah, but like the setting for it, like you can't really tell what the setting is.
Oh,
What's
okay.
it called? Inocracies or
I don't know.
whenever like they have shit that's not there from the time period. So like all the cars there would like look mad old, but they'd have cell phones.
Oh, I don't know what that's called, and I actually kind of don't like when. That's why I didn't like Riverdale, because like they were going on like the whole 50s thing, but like it was weird. But I don't know what the name of that is. But so they never like stated a year in the movie or anything like that.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
But It Follows
Was it good?
Yeah, it was super fucking dope.
I think that's on one of them streaming services I got. I might watch it later tonight. Who knows?
You should. Ooh, I'm gonna watch Prey.
I've heard that that's really good, and I saw it last night on Hulu, and I was thinking, I was like, I could watch a movie right now, but I ultimately decided against it. But I heard it was really good.
It's hard for me to watch a movie.
Why?
I
You
mean,
just attention span?
yeah, I mean, like I'll watch a movie with people. Like, I like watching movies with shawties.
Okay.
Like, I like to
I
Netflix
pause
and
movies
chill.
a lot and shit. Like I'll get up and go. Like I'll be on my phone, and like I don't want to miss anything, so I'll pause it. And then it's like I could have finished this movie 2 hours ago.
Yeah, I don't do that. Like,
But I mean, if I go to the movies, obviously, I guess because I'm in a public setting, I'm there to watch the
I've
movie.
definitely gone to the movie.
And you can't pause the movie at the movie, so you got to watch it. So
I saw Nope in theaters.
Nope was dope. I really
Did
enjoyed
we talk
it.
about that?
Oh, briefly, Shabazz hadn't seen it, so
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
3, 2, 1.
Nope should be called Niggas in a Horror Movie. Yo, that shit
Niggas
was...
and friends in a horror movie. So, but
Yo,
I like Nope. But go ahead. What were you gonna say?
when he opens his car door and he like looks outside of it, and he goes, "Nope, nope."
Nope, not doing it.
And then fucking goes to sleep in his car.
That's some shit I would do. Honestly,
I mean, he was like, "Man, fuck
this
that."
is definitely some shit I would do. But no, Nope was really good, and I actually like Jordan Peele's because he said the reason he named it Nope is because it's what black people are gonna say when they see the movie, like, nope, not dealing with that, and he's 100% correct. But honestly, like, what do you think? Because I know when it comes to Jordan Peele, a lot of people like to do like theories and
I
shit.
have
Like,
no idea what it's about.
me neither. Like because I've seen some people say certain things, and
Like
I'm like,
what?
okay, I can see that, but well, I've seen like somebody said, and I don't know if I really agree with this or not, but somebody said, something along the lines of, it was Jordan Peele's way of kind of feeling like he's, what's the word? I don't know why I want to say ostracized, but that's not the word I'm looking for. But like he's under like a lot of pressure in the industry and stuff like that. But I don't know if I agree with that theory. It was another theory. I don't know. I'd have to go back and see about, because like the movie was like just, it was all about spectacle, and so the guy Stephen Ewan's character, they were basically saying how he went through that like traumatic experience when he was a kid with Gordy and shit like that. And so basically, I guess because Gordy didn't kill him, maybe he thought like he had a not taming like it, not, I mean, because he ended up getting killed, but with the with the alien thing in the sky, he thought he could use that for spectacle, as a part of his show, and he ended up getting fucked up because he couldn't tame it, and I mean basically he was capitalizing off of that traumatic experience his whole life, because he was, I guess, the lone survivor, and then he created this park or whatever, I guess carnival or whatever that would be considered, and he's just capitalizing off of his own trauma and everything like that, and the trauma of others. But I mean, honestly, it's not that I don't believe those theories, I just don't know. And honestly, I would rather just take the movie for what it is, and that's just a really good ass horror movie. So
I don't even call necessarily like, yeah, you can call it a horror movie. After a certain part, the movie is, I want to call it more of a thriller.
Okay, yeah, I can go with that.
I feel like calling a horror
with
movie
Western vibes.
Yeah, a Western kind of thriller.
Yeah.
I love that he still has these like small comedy things in there. Like,
he's a comedian at heart.
Like,
you know?
bro had like
so,
some goofy ass sound effects in there, and that shit was so funny. And when Kiki Palmer does the fucking Akira slide
oh my gosh.
on the motorcycle, that shit killed me because he knows what the fuck he's doing.
Right. Shout out to Kiki Palmer. I think she was actually really amazing. I mean, they all were great, but she was really amazing. And it's actually kind of crazy to think she's been in the industry for so long, and this is like her breakout role, but she's done like a bunch of shit. But no, she did really great. I mean, Daniel Kaluuya is always great.
Yeah, I would pay money to watch Daniel Kaluuya. What was it? Kaluuya?
Yeah.
I'd pay money to watch Daniel Kaluuya, like, to just make facial expressions and run. I'd pay money. I'd pay money to watch him run with a close-up camera on his face.
He's really good. And I mean, him and Jordan Peele obviously have like that director-actor chemistry. And I mean, I'm pretty sure they are going to make more movies together, but I hope that they like make a bunch more movies together. It doesn't even have to be horror. It could be it could be another genre. It could be a comedy. It could be, other shit, but
like
I will watch it.
In every Quentin movie.
Not a Quentin Tarantino fan, but sure, like that. Just the idea of like
Quentin Tarantino.
I mean, it's not that I don't like him. I just don't. I'm not a big fan of his movies.
Is it because he writes nigga a lot?
No, that's not why. I mean, that doesn't help, but that's not why. That's not why. No.
Yeah.
Just not
you getting the nigga off, don't you?
He does.
It's funny though.
But no, I mean, I don't have anything against Tarantino. He's done a lot of shit, But
he's like a little foot.
He's what?
He likes a little bit of a foot. He's a foot guy. Yeah, I hate that like foot fetish is a thing because I like to rub my shawty's feet.
Okay.
Because let me rephrase that. If I like you, like I'll go the extra mile. I like rub your feet or whatever.
You sucking toes?
I will suck a toe.
I'll suck a toe.
But like not every time because I don't have a foot thing. I don't have a
so
foot
you're just
thing.
doing it to make her feel good, basically.
Yeah, but like it makes a motherfucker think you have a foot thing.
Well, who cares what people think? And who's gonna know besides the girl?
Yeah, but I don't want her to think I have a foot thing.
I guess. So is she and not saying that you do, but if she thought that, would that be the worst thing in the world? Like, oh, this guy has a foot fetish?
It wouldn't be the worst thing, but I don't have a fetish.
Okay, well,
why gotta have a fetish?
I don't think rubbing a girl's feet is like makes it a foot fetish. I feel like that's just something that you can do to make it's like giving somebody a back massage. Like that doesn't mean you have a back fetish. Like you just doing it to make her feel good. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is. But yeah, no, I don't think that's an issue. But yeah, what are you saying about Quentin Tarantino and feet?
Oh, I remember what I was saying. He liked feet, but yeah, I just like I'm about to shawty over for some Netflix and chill, and then we'll fucking do stuff at the beginning of that movie, but right afterwards. Fucking saddle up, bitch, because we're about to watch this movie.
Anyways, wait. So you invite the girl over, obviously Netflix and chill, but you actually finish the movie?
Yeah. You might get fingered throughout, but yeah.
Okay. Good to know. Anyway,
I'm gonna be watching the movie.
Okay.
I'm gonna be watching the movie regardless.
Don't know what she's doing. Oh, that's crazy.
Yo, fuck the bullshit. Yo, arm getting tired. Damn, this movie good as fuck.
That's crazy. Yeah. But yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, not a big Tarantino fan, but not because of the shit that you would think.
I like Nope also because I enjoyed watching a movie with black people in it that's not about some fucking trauma. Like I enjoy not watching.
That's true. I was actually I was at dinner with a friend last night and we were talking about. No, there was actual friend. But no, he was telling me about how he was tired of seeing like, cause he saw the trailer. I don't know if you've seen the trailer for the new Emmett Till movie.
Why the fuck is there an Emmett Till movie?
I understand, but that's what we
were
talking. That's what we were talking about. So he was
a white bitch that he didn't look at apparently, and they killed him. What more is it to the story?
Well, we'll get into that, but basically he was just saying he's tired of black trauma movies and everything like that. And I was telling him, like, I agree. And it seems like the only movies that we win fucking awards for is fucking black trauma movies. Like, we can't win an award for anything that's just...
What did Black Panther win?
I think Black Panther got nominated for, like, best wardrobe and some shit.
No, Black Panther got a real Oscar.
It might have. I mean, it might have. But I feel like the wardrobe thing for sure.
Damn, I hate that. That's my example.
Oh,
which proves the point, I think.
We either gotta be going through trauma or extraordinary. But no, I was telling him that, and that's why I was telling him that I went to go see Nope, and I was like, that's why I really like Nope, because it was just black people in, you know, horror or in like kind of like a Western type thing, and it was just something different. It wasn't black trauma, although it did have like some elements of, you know, how they're like the great grandchildren of the dude on the horse in the film, and they still haven't seen anything from that, even though that was like the first not human, but, you know, kind of on film, like movement and everything. So it had elements of that, but it wasn't focused solely on that. It was about aliens and shit. And it's just good to see shit like that. I don't want to hear about, you know, not that it's not important, but, you know, I'm sick of hearing about cops shooting niggas and, you know, slavery. Like, we know, okay? Like, we got it. Like, I just want something else, you know?
I need some FUBU.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Some For Us by Us. That's not fucking a slave pick with Regina King. Like, put Regina King whatever movie you making.
Shout out to Regina King.
Shout out Regina King. Put Regina King in everything you making. But
she was great in Miss Congeniality too.
I forgot she was in that.
Yep. I actually watched this movie. I finished it this morning. It was called The Photograph, and it's with Issa Rae and Lakeith Stanfield, and it was like, you know, your basic romance movie, but even shit like that, like black people in love, like, let's see more of that. It wasn't no well, that's a lie, it was some trauma up in there, but it wasn't anything crazy. Like, they was just trying to figure out their relationship. Like, I fuck with that shit.
Taylor, you like a good romance movie, don't you?
It depends. I don't like rom-coms like the early. There are some like good early 2000s one and everything like that, but they all kind of end up being the same. But I mean, if it's good and if it's got black, I mean, look, anything black, that's a lie. Not anything black, because some shit be trash. But
some of that shit be hot garbage. Let's call it what it is.
No, that's true. But no, I'll watch it if the movie. Here's the thing: if the movie's good, it's good. Okay, so I'll watch it. But yeah. Speaking
of hot garbage,
oh Lord,
I'm trying to check out one of the more recent Madea movies. Like Madea Goes to Halloween. I heard they straight. They do good in the box office.
No, I watched this. Whatever one I watched, I didn't like it. So here's my thing about Tyler Perry. Let me go on my little spiel. I mean, I think he's done like a lot of great things, and I'm not gonna sit here and act like I've never laughed at a Madea movie before. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I definitely have.
My name is Steven Dotson, and I've died at a Madea movie before.
Oh, for sure. Like, some shit was actually funny, but it's just like some of the shit that he like makes jokes about. It's just kind of old now in 2022. It's like, that. I could understand how this was funny in 2006, but now it's just not. And I don't know. I mean, he's accomplished a lot. I mean, the Tyler Perry studio shit, like, not a lot of people can say that. Like, that's a huge feat. But, I mean, some of the way that he writes his characters, specifically black women, I mean, you know me. Like, I can't, I'm just not a fan of it.
I hate when black people act like Madea in real life.
What do you mean?
They'll be, like, doing Madea shit and, like, saying Madea things and, like, acting like her. And it's like, bro.
I don't know if I've ever seen that.
I run into a lot of that.
Yeah, that's kind of, it seems like it would be cringe. Like, why are you doing that?
Hello.
Yeah, see, no, I get it. No, there's no need to do that. But
don't holler me.
Holler. I actually haven't heard anybody say that in real life in a long time, and I'm glad. So, but yeah, no, I mean, I don't even know what the most recent Madea movie is. So, but yeah, I don't know. Did you Oh yeah, you did say that you saw the new Thor.
I did.
Did you like it?
No.
Yeah.
That shit was... I was like, damn, y'all trying to leave? And I love Taika Waititi. Like, he's one of my favorite directors.
That man name, and you just
What?
that's not his name.
Taika Waititi?
Oh my gosh. Anyways, he is a good director. I just feel like they relied solely on like Thor's like comedic shit, and it could have been a whole bunch of other shit. Although I do want to say, shout out to Tessa Thompson,
Who's that?
the lady that plays Valkyrie, the light
Oh,
skin.
yeah, she a baddie.
Oh yeah, for sure. Shout out to her. But anyways, other than that, other than her being beautiful and shit, I just feel like the movie could have been way better. Could have been way better, but it is what it is.
Like, I love Guardians of the Galaxy.
I do too. I'm interested to see how that movie, the new one's gonna be, whenever. But I am excited to see the new Black Panther movie. I think it's gonna be really good. I know a lot of people wanted them to recast T'Challa, but I understand why they didn't, and I understand people who wanted him to be recast, and I understand why they didn't recast. But I'd rather just wait and see the movie and see what happens before I judge. So
I hope it's, like, more of a serious tone, like Guardians of the Galaxy also. That's the thing with these Marvel movies. Like, DC movies, too gritty. Marvel movies have become too cornball and
way
not
too
very
cornball,
funny.
especially
Like, Deadpool's hilarious, Guardians of the Galaxy hilarious, and Spider-Man is good.
But that's because those characters, I feel like, are supposed to be that way for the most part. The thing with, and maybe not, I mean, I haven't read many Thor comics or anything like that, but Doctor Strange is not supposed to be funny. Like, not in that way, you know, and they're trying to, and the actor, Benedict Cumberbatch, he doesn't have that, I'm not saying he's not a good actor, he just doesn't have the wit to, like, do a comedy type Doctor Strange.
Like that's,
you know,
crazy to say.
Why?
Because Benedict Cumberbatch
Played,
Sherlock Holmes.
I thought that was Robert Downey Jr. who played Sherlock Holmes.
Benedict Cumberbatch, yeah, Robert Downey Jr. plays Sherlock Holmes, but Benedict Cumberbatch played Sherlock Holmes in the Sherlock TV show. That
I didn't know
is
that.
like really
Shit.
fucking good.
Well, I'm not saying it's not,
And
but
that's why I think he was cast as Doctor Strange, because that is a.
Well, that very well may be true, but Doctor Strange isn't that character. And so what I'm basically what I'm trying to say is and I don't know this to be true, but if it's the same general consensus that they're trying to make Doctor Strange into this funny character and he's not, it may be that he's trying to bring that to Doctor Strange, and that's not what the movie needs. And I don't know if that's a him thing or a script thing. So I mean, I don't know. I didn't read. Obviously, I'm not in the room to read the script for Doctor Strange, so I don't know if, you know, he's doing those jokes on his own or they're actually in the script. But either way, I just feel like they're trying to turn Doctor Strange into that type of character, and he's just not. And I feel like if they, like, in the first Doctor Strange movie, although it's not that great in my opinion, it was like, I feel like they did a better job of like characterization in terms of like it's just not that funny. Like, it had jokes, of course, but it wasn't. They really tried to turn him into like.
I feel like there's
really
like
funny
not
dude.
really many good first Marvel movies.
That's true. I agree
They
with
have
that.
good sequels, but bad firsts and thirds.
And that's actually really crazy because like they're making so much money, but I feel like, especially with Marvel in recent years, all that money, like, it's because people want to see a bunch of characters team up, not the individual shit. Even though, I mean, there are some individual movies that make a lot of money. So
$18 to see a ending cutscene, basically, is what
for which movie?
for Thor. That's what it felt like when I
Oh.
went to go see Thor. I paid $18 to watch a cutscene.
Which cutscene?
The final
not the.
cutscene.
I was like, not the mid scene when
Yeah.
I'm like, I didn't care about that.
I
to be honest.
paid $18 to watch a fucking episode of something that could have been on Disney Plus.
That's true.
Like, I spend $15 a month on Netflix on the months of July and August to watch Stranger Things, and I think that's okay. It's equivalent to buying like a movie ticket, right?
Okay.
Thor was not worth that 15.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what they have planned for his character or Jane's character going forward, but hopefully they do something. But
Wait, have you not seen Thor?
I have seen it.
She's dead as fuck.
They're bringing her back.
How?
They're bringing her back for sure. Some way, somehow they'll do it. But I I don't know. I feel like going forward because they got a lot of shit planned. So I'm hoping that the team up. I feel like honestly for me, like the team up shit. Hopefully that'll be worth it because a lot of these individual movies just aren't that good. But the team up shit, hopefully we'll see what those are like. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got on Thor. I didn't really care for it, but it is what it is. They're like 1 for 3 with Marvel movies lately.
Yeah, this phase is ass
on me, but like, it's about to end. It's ending with Black Panther. So hopefully, maybe Black Panther will be like the redeeming quality of Phase 4.
Yeah, I keep saying I don't like Marvel movies, and then proceed to go see them bitches in theaters.
Oh no, I'll be the first to say I love Marvel.
I don't think I do. I have not seen a Marvel movie I liked in a good bit.
What was the last one you really liked? Like, damn, that was good. Spider-Man?
Yeah, but that was recent.
Okay.
But before, but
I mean, that's what I meant. Like,
before Spider-Man, I liked Endgame. I think
I liked Endgame too. I thought Infinity War was better, but
they
had to do Endgame. So
I think I didn't like I didn't like Endgame as much as Infinity War, but Endgame.
That's because Infinity War had like that shock factor, like of the niggas disappearing at the end, like oh shit, like what's gonna happen now? I feel like that's why that's why Infinity War was so good, and that's why everybody wanted to see Endgame because we don't know.
Spider-Man just fucking disappeared. Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie.
Had me fucked up.
I ain't gonna lie. When I went to the movies to see Infinity War, and he was like, "I don't feel so good," and I was like, "Yo, what the fuck?" No, I didn't. Honestly, if I'm being completely honest, I didn't really. It was a couple of them, and I was like, "Shit," but I didn't tear up at any of them, and I feel like this is really controversial to say, but the one that really like had a lot of people fucked up was the Black Widow one, and I didn't give a fuck.
About Thanos, about them
when she jumped off the cliff.
Yeah, that one. I mean, I wasn't fucked up, but I was like, "Damn, Natasha."
I don't like her.
Really? I've always kind of liked Black Widow. It started off, I was like, "Damn, she's hot," and then it became more than that.
Okay, no, I didn't care. I
liked her Bruce, how she was with Bruce.
Yeah, I mean that was cool, I guess, but for me personally, I just wasn't that invested in her as a character. I mean, it kind of sucked to see her go in that way, but I mean, one that, like I said, I wasn't really too fucked up about anybody, but one that I kind of thought was like really fucked up was Gamora's death. Like that was like fuck, like damn, like you just gonna throw your daughter off like that, like shit, you know? Like,
yeah, that's why I'm excited for the new Guardians movie.
Oh yeah, I'm interested to see how. You
see the trailer to that?
It's out. I know they showed it. At Comic-Con, but
I watched a leak. Actually.
They showed it at Comic-Con, but it hasn't been presented to the public. They showed the new Ant-Man trailer at Comic-Con too, and Kang the Conqueror is supposed to be in that shit. So I'm interested to see what they're gonna do with that. But yeah, I don't know. I did not expect to talk this much about Marvel.
On me.
Yeah, but
I'm embarrassed. Daryl's gonna be mad. Let's talk about something Daryl wants to talk about.
He probably wants to talk about
women and the far right.
Yeah, he wants to talk about Trump and how he should be back in office.
Yo, fuck Trump. Fuck Trump.
Fuck your boy, Shabazz.
Yo, fuck Trump, but not for the lib reason. For the reason why you should say fuck Trump, which is because that he divided people. That's why I don't like Trump. Trump ruined the Republican Party. And I'm not a Republican. And don't get me wrong.
Shabazz is a Republican.
Yeah, but let's not say that. But
I'm joking, or am I? Yeah. No, I'm kidding.
But shit, I don't like how you brought all that hate to the office. Like motherfuckers was not like that at first, and he radicalized Americans.
It's like what's the word?
Divide and conquer.
Well, yeah, but that's not what I meant to say. Just we had a lot of subtle racism before Trump, and that's how I like my racism. Subtle. Give me some microaggressions where I don't have to beat your ass. I can just grunt when I get home.
Yeah.
And be angry, give me that. I don't want the outright fuck you, nigga. Now I gotta fight you in a parking lot.
That's why I like libs. But I don't like libs because they be making me feel like a nigga though. Like you hang around enough like liberal white women, they'll make you feel like a nigga,
I know
bro.
exactly what you
And it's like so uncomfortable. It's like like treat me like a normal person. Like I'm not a celebrity. You're making me feel like a nigger.
They want you to be the token black.
I was watching this fucking movie. I was watching what's that Chadwick Boseman movie, Miss Bess, or the one that's based off a play.
Oh,
Ma Rainey's Black Bottom.
Yeah. That was good.
It was great.
And the play's good too.
Yeah, but she like came in there talking about how Ma Rainey's so beautiful and this, that, and the other, and I'm just like, yo, why are you like doing this championing black woman thing? Like, she is not bad at all. Like, why are you like...
Shout out to Viola Davis.
Yeah,
she gained a lot of weight to do that role.
Yo.
And she had to get a personal trainer because obviously that's unhealthy. So, but she, gained a lot of weight to do that role, and she was great. So,
yeah, Viola Davis is fire, but I felt very uncomfortable because I'm like, yeah, what are you doing? Like, it felt forced.
It always does. But, yeah. What were we even talking about before we got on this? What were we talking about before we said fuck Trump? Damn.
You think China's gonna invade Taiwan? Well, because
I don't know what's going on with that.
Yeah, China has some wild boys. Them niggas are over there just like testing missiles around Taiwan, just like shooting them like just close to the island.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Well, I don't know. They might. Hell, I don't know. You think they're gonna shut us down again for monkeypox?
Man, I'll be cool with that one. I don't want monkeypox.
I agree, but the only thing about this whole monkeypox thing is that I still have to go to work because I work in emergency services. So while niggas at home and shit, I'm on the front lines.
Getting monkeypox?
Well, I'm not. I'll be in dispatch. I'll be in a bunker taking calls for monkeypox.
Yo,
but, that's crazy.
I hope that's not a thing. I really hope monkeypox isn't a big thing.
I mean, it already is. I mean, what I will say, and maybe I don't know, it's weird because with COVID, when you first heard about it, like you were hearing about it and hearing it, I feel like it's like happening again with monkeypox. So like you heard about COVID, but it's like, oh damn, that's fucked up. And then like you kept hearing about COVID and everything like that, and then it's like it progressed, and then everything kind of just happened at once.
Tom Hanks got it, and then it was over.
Yeah, the NBA shut down. Like it was like everything happened at once, and then with monkeypox, it's a bit different because it's like something that you can see, and so I feel like it's maybe in a slower way. It's taking like the same thing. Like you're hearing about monkeypox, and I feel like one of these days, like in the coming weeks or months, everything's just gonna hit all at once and shit like that. So I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying I want that to happen, but I feel like that's what's gonna happen. So I don't know. But no, that monkeypox shit is scary. I hear it's like really painful and shit, and oh, dude, that's scary and nasty.
COVID's not real, but monkeypox.
I'm not gonna say COVID isn't real, but
Do you think it was blown out of proportion?
COVID? No, I mean a lot of people died. So my aunt died from COVID. So
oh shit, that made me feel like a dick for rolling my eyes right then.
No, I mean it's fine. No,
was she old?
She was older.
How old was she?
She wasn't super. I don't know the exact age. She was old. She was an older woman, but she wasn't like elderly. No. But I know. I mean, with COVID, here's my thing with COVID. I mean, I understand why, and I guess it's specifically around like the vaccine type thing. I understand why people were skeptical for the vaccine, so I'm not gonna sit here and act like they weren't right in being skeptical. But I mean, for me, it's like I said, a lot of people died, and I feel like in some way, not everybody who felt that way, but I feel like some people were being really selfish because it's like, you can believe what you want to believe. You don't want to take the vaccine. Nobody's forcing you. I'm fine. Somebody tell me they don't want to get a COVID vaccine. That's cool. I mean, I got mine, but I'm not looking at anybody different for not getting theirs. That's totally your choice. And especially amongst black people, I definitely understand mistrust in like the medical community. You know what I'm saying? So I'm never judging anybody for being like, I'm a little skeptical for putting something in my body and I don't know what it is. Like, I get that. But, you know, I'm not going to say it's fake, you know, because a lot of people lost their lives. You know, people lost family members, including myself. And so I'm not going to say it's fake. But, I mean, am I sick of it? For sure. And, I mean, for the most part, I kind of look at COVID now the same way I look at the flu. You know, there's no cure for the flu. You get a flu shot if you want every year, you know, and you go on about your day, you know, and it is what it is, you know. So, I mean, whatever. But, I mean, hell, people aren't even talking about COVID anymore anyway.
Yeah.
So
people not talking about COVID or school shootings anymore. That's
it's
crazy.
the summertime, so that's why they're not talking about school shootings. There aren't any kids in the schools.
Yeah.
School's about to start back, so that's so unfortunate to say.
No.
That's so unfortunate to say, but the fucking country we live in, God knows.
You know what's crazy?
What?
Is it me or like school shootings didn't happen when Trump was in office?
School shootings?
On me. Like, I didn't hear
recall.
about a single school shooting.
When did that Parkstone school shooting happen? Let me look that up. And I don't think the president.
Oh, I think the media
anything
just
to
had
do.
something else to focus on by shoving hate speech down your throat.
I don't know the name of
Oh,
that
the
school.
Parkland shooting?
Is it called Parkland?
Yeah.
Stoneman Douglas. That's what I'm looking for.
I don't know what the fuck a Stoneman Douglas is. I know Frederick.
Stoneman Douglas is the Stoneman Douglas school shooting happened February 14, 2018. Nicholas Cruz shot 17 kids and injured 17 other kids. And yes, Trump was in office when that happened. When did the Charleston shooting happen? That wasn't a school shooting. That was a church, but
Damn, am I spreading misinformation?
that happened in 2015. But I mean, I don't know. Shootings are, I don't know. They're such a weird thing to react to. They're tragic, and it's like people talk about it for a week on CNN, and then like the next week, it's like, what is the president doing?
Yeah, I just realized something.
What?
Trump got in office in 2017, right?
He got inaugurated in 2017, yeah, in January. But it's 2016 to 2020. That's like the time frame. Yeah,
I forget
that's
that
his 4
Obama
years.
was before Trump.
Yeah,
Like, when I think about Obama, I think 2008 to 2012.
yeah.
But I don't think
2012, 2016.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot Obama was in whole office while I was in high school.
He did 8 years. Yeah.
He did 8 years.
I'm making it seem like that nigga wasn't president.
That shit felt like
He probably did. He had gray hair. He had gray hairs and shit whenever he got out of office. He was like, these people so fucking ungrateful. Like,
what the fuck do you want from me?
You know, like, being the president, I mean, I would never want that fucking job because, honestly, it's a lose-lose situation. You could try to do, because, like, if you try to, like, bring about, like, some type of change, it has to go through other people, and then if they don't like you, it's like, fuck, we're not doing this. And then everybody else in the world is like, he didn't do anything, but it's like, I fucking tried to do anything, but they didn't want me to do it. And it's like, no, you didn't do it. We don't give a fuck about them. And then, if you're, like, an asshole, and you, like, you know, try to push, like, some bullshit through, and then it actually goes through, and then it's like, what the fuck? Why would you do this? And then it's like, hey, don't look at me. They allowed it. And then it's like, it's just like a back and forth type thing. I would not want that job. Even if I was like the biggest asshole in the world, I still wouldn't want to be the president. Like, they gonna stress you out regardless. Like, it's crazy. But I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, let's treat this shit like a dick and wrap it up.
Oh. Why would you say that? You could have said like, yeah, I'm about to get out of here.
That's not as cool.
That's
not as hip.
That wasn't hip either.
That's what the kids are saying.
Is that what the kids are saying? I hope the kids aren't. Actually, kids, you know what? You should be saying that.
Mm-hmm.
Wrap it up. Birth control. Oh.
You gotta go to
never
Kansas to get an
mind.
abortion now.
And on that note, we're gonna end this.
Yeah, that's crazy. Kansas became the better Kansas. I just realized because we have that beef with Kansas. We're Arkansas. Well, we're Arkansas.
No, we're not. It's not the same.
But you get what I'm saying, like.
Yeah, but nobody's thinking like Arkansas and Kansas.
If we had beef with Kansas, right, we lost that beef whenever they kept their abortion rights.
We live in fucking bumblefuck Arkansas. We were never. Well, not us, but they were never gonna like allow that shit. Like
when
I think
Kentucky? Oh wait, never mind. Okay, I thought Kansas was Kentucky in my mind.
Oh, well, see, we don't have beef.
Yeah, let's.
Well, we might actually. I don't know, but I'm just saying, like, that's crazy. But no, whenever I think about like, damn, like I really live in fucking Arkansas. Like Arkansas, like that's crazy. But yeah, I don't have anything else to say. You got anything else?
But we'll see.
And we're gonna cut that out, Marshall. Shout out to Shabazz.
Fucking bitch ass nigga.
Okay.
He ain't even doing shit.
Anyway. Yeah, we're gonna get out of here. We'll see y'all. Well, we're never consistent, honestly, anymore.
We're semi-consistent, I like to think.
We've been skipping weeks. And it's like, I ain't gonna lie, I'd be so tired from work whenever y'all be like, damn, can't make it today. I'll be like, we'll do.
Same, for sure.
I'll be like,
I thought we canceled today.
I'll see y'all next week. But yeah, for real this time though. Thank y'all for listening. Shabazz definitely should be back next time. I don't know. We may have a guest next time.
Yeah.
Shar wants to come back. So
is Shabazz the crowd favorite?
I don't know. I mean, if he is, hey, look.
Fuck that nigga.
He might be the crowd favorite. I think it's just because he... Why would he be the favorite? I don't know why he would be the favorite. What does he do that we don't do? I think you're the favorite, Steven, because you're, like, super funny.
Because I'm the teenage heartthrob.
And on that note, we're going to end.
All right.
Thank y'all for listening. We'll see you next time.
Or don't.
I like that.